to the skateboard build for the electric one, DIY, do it yourself. We're going to start on the front trucks first. I'm going to take them off, put the new black wheels on, 4 washer spacers and 2 Loctite nuts and 2 wheels. Let's hope things go so well. Let's see if this will take it off. It seems to be the screw is twisting on the inside, our side. Do this with all 4 nuts. Put them back on the same way, on the same ones. So set them back out in the same way, the way they would go back on the same bolts. Now lock nuts. Hopefully the black trucks on this will fit the silver ones, the height risers, sorry. The only difference with the back one, we just leave one wheel off on one side for where we put the belt on and the rest of the stuff on. Let's see if we can pull it off. And there you go, totally off. Be using these for another skateboard. And I'll also take this pad off first so I can get the plastic out for when it had the protective film on the board. Satisfying that, you know, pulling that plastic off. Plastic off. Sounds German. Bam, plastic off. Right. I could have them that way. No, I could have them that way, facing forward. I think facing forward looks more better. But I have seen people turn around and have them the other way, so it's a little bit higher than the other ones, if you can see, and a little bit wider, so it gives them more stable that way. Now put the 4 nuts back on loosely, and same orientation as the last ones. Maybe taking them off later on to take this decal off once I've got it all set up and working properly. And now tighten it all back down. But we'll alternate corners, tighten them down on the alternate sides, opposite sides of each other diagonally, so we'll get an even spread. Plus we get more ground clearance with this one. It's quite high off the ground, so we don't get vertigo. Now we'll just tighten this one down a bit more. And same with all 4 corners. Do the same. Don't want to come in loose. That's all 4 corners done. It's the key thing, screwdriver thing. It goes on the top. can also use this to put inside the wheel to center the spacing thing. Turn your board sideways, look through the hole, and slide it on. Take it off, put 2 washers on, put them 2 there, slide it back on, 2 more washers, slide them on. And that's it. You just put your nut on, and it's all done. The same is just going to be exactly the same on the back side of the board, and then we'll get back to that in the video, in the next part of the video. We have now currently moved to the rear section of the skateboard. Please take note on the nut direction on these, the front and the back. If you put them on without noticing the direction of your nut, and you stand on your board and you lean to the right, and if both wheels don't toe inwards, then you're going to be in trouble. Your board's not going to go in the direction that you want it to. So if one goes in at the front, that one goes that way, your board's going to go snaking across one way, and it's going to snake across the other way, so you're not going to go with the proper direction you're going. So stand on your board. If you're tilting to the left, it should toe in that way. If you're tilting to the right, it should toe in that way. So always double check when you put these on. Toes in, not toes out, toes out. So these are wheels. If they're toeing in, you got it right way around. If you got it the wrong way around, they'll both go that way. They'll both go that way. So you end up going sideways, crabbing. So make sure you toe inwards to turn the way you want to go. To the left or to the right. Turn that way. Turn that way. So if your skateboard feels you're not skating properly, then that's the reason why you're not going in the right direction. When I ordered these, I made a technical error. Didn't quite get the width that way. So now, the temporary fix, I've taken the inner metal spacing out of it, using 4 washers, 1 on the inside and 3 on the other side, to create that extra space what I need. Always try and keep the wheel as close to this truck as possible. Don't have it coming out that way, because you can easily bend them. The better it is, the closer it is to there, the better. And depending on which side you want your motor on, if you want your motor looking pretty on the other side so people can see it, put it on this side, because you're going to be flipping your board over, which is the right side. If you've got dual motors, then it's fine, you've got both on both sides. So next video will be me installing the motor mount, 3D printed motor mount. Then later on I'll be swapping it over once I've got the other one drilled out to metal. I'll also be drilling out the centre section because it's touching the C-clip inside the brush on the brushless motor. Shouldn't really be there, but just going to make that bit bigger. That's the next part of the video. Keep on watching. I am now going to put the 3D printed motor mount bracket on the Pullion trucks. Also I'm going to use my redesigned clamp holder for the motor mount. I also redesigned this part in one of my 3D printed videos, so if you want to go back and check that out first, you can see how I did this. I made this in Tinkercad. I just altered the file as I would normally do. And then just slide that on as so. Going as far as it goes. Turn it sideways so you can see. See? Some people would put the motor at the back, but with me thinking the wires on the motor might not be long enough to the speed controller, so we'll put it that way for now. And if I can, I'll turn the motor around the other way so it's at the back. But you've also got to think about water splashing onto your motor, so we'll do it that way for now. What we'll do is we'll set the motor as level as possible for now, motor bracket. Just screw it in very slowly because it's a 3D printed part. Couldn't afford a metal one, the one that I needed. This is where 3D printing comes in handy, as long as you don't overdo it. And this bit here is to adjust your motor as well, so you can adjust the tension on the belt. But I didn't have no nylock nuts on the back. And there you have it. This 3D printed motor mount bracket is now installed, waiting for the motor to be put on. The spacers. This is the spacer, what I told you about, what I took out from inside of one of the old wheels. I'm also 3D printing some green ones for the opposite side. But what I said was before, put one washer on first, then the wheel, then another washer, and the spacer out between the wheel on there. I can actually put 2 spacers on there if I wanted to. And then put that on there. That was on there already. You get the last 2 washers, stick them on there, and stick them on there. But with this wheel, I've got to drill 5 holes, put the blue 3D printed washer on, put the pulley on the back, put the motor on first with a pulley. But this is just a demonstration to show you what I'm going to be doing next. I won't be able to show you me drilling the holes. I have to do that off camera. And then I can use these washers to space the belt perfect in line so it doesn't slip off. Because on the main pulley, what goes on here, there's no lips on the pulley to stop the belt sliding on and off. So I've got to make sure that's nice and true and running straight. I have now installed the motor. 3 out of the 4 screws went in, and with this being made out of brass, the threads on it wasn't quite right, but 3 out of 4 should do. And you have to put the motor on first onto the thing, motor holder bracket is on there, and now I'm going to put the first belt pulley on there. Looks like it might have to put on so far. Tighten one grub screw up first, leaving a few millimeters space between it and the plastic so we don't create any friction with heat. And then tighten it a little bit. A bit more. A bit more. And then get another grub screw. Put that on the end. Put it in. Need 3 because this has got quite a lot of torque on this motor. That's it. All 3 grub screws are in now. Motor's turning nicely. You see it? Good. I did manage to get the wires down as low as possible, so those will go straight into the speed controller, and then the batteries will be put inside the box, which I 3D printed myself. Stay tuned for the next part of the video. As you can see, things have changed quite a bit. The last 3D printed motor mount bracket was a bit too thin, and I've recalibrated this thing here on the back for the clamp and some bolts to go through. This one's quite thick, which is much better. Couldn't use the original screws for the motor to hold onto the mount. Had to use 3 and then 3 washers to hold on. And then, as you can see, I have no longer got a 3D printed design by me anymore, but I will be designing a separate speed controller box and a separate battery box later on, and I will show you the process what I do in Tinkercad. I've made a Y connector, but I will be improving this one to just some Y connectors there, standard Y connector. So we're improving that one, so they're in line, in parallel, in series, like red to black, red to black, red to black, not red to red, black to black, that way around, if you understand what I mean. So here's the one I've got to do that with. This is the final part of the video. These remotes need pairing once you get them. I don't know if you can see it. See that little tiny hole just there, near my thumb? Well, that's the button, pairing button just in there. So stick a tiny thin piece of plastic in there, not metal, plastic. And you press and hold this button until it starts flashing. When it's turned on, you turn that on as well. Press that there's a little tiny micro switch button inside there. You can just see it shimmering. A white dot there, inside that hole. And then it'll start flashing. Then it's paired. That's if you have any trouble setting up your skateboard. The next video will be me trying to ride it. This is the final part of this build video, the electric longboard. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done already, hit the red subscribe button down below if it's still red, if you're still watching it in red. And don't forget to ring that bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Thanks for watching.